everybody, welcome to the show. Yeah, I am the host with the most. I've got David's Kitchen right here for you. Whoa, talk about over. I'm going to have to get that. Well, it's actually good for this purpose. Okay, so we're going to set this up today. We're going to get the chat room going. Let me get in there right now. Right on. Let's do that. Right, there we go. Okay, we're going to be broadcasting at a couple networks here, and when I get things going, then I will go out to the other room and start up my Vimeo show, where you can catch past shows. 2 for 4? No, 4 for 4. Yeah, it's... Well, you know, beef franks are expensive. They are way more expensive than regular franks. So I'm looking at the best beef franks in the market for $5. So these are uncured franks, no nitrates. It's a much better product than your average franks, but again, you could cut costs by going in a different direction. You could get this whole dinner down to about $2. But I went with no nitrates, no byproducts, just pure beef, uncured franks. The best in the market, in my opinion. And I'm only going to use 2 of these franks. So, frankly, I think it's a good idea to conserve. And you can cook for 4 people with 2 franks. And I'll show you how to do it. This is an old recipe for the Depression. Yeah, I pulled this off a video online that a woman from the Depression actually, Max sent me a video last night saying, hey, you know, this is how they cooked in the Depression. So I got the best quality beef franks I can get. That means you can make multiple meals out of this, 4 separate meals out of this one package. Okay, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. And what I normally do is put a rubber band around it. And go like this, and then keep it upright so that the juices stay in, like keep it in the refrigerator upright. So that really helps. Okay, now let's get started with some of the ideas here. Put this under here to see if I can get a better angle. That's actually pretty good. Okay. All right, so today we're going to be looking at some pretty amazing cheap potatoes. Let me move this over. Right, get the Yammy carrots out of here. We've got a very high-tech system going on here with a laptop, but working with a laptop mouse pad is always a problem. Yams, yum, yeah. Well, these are going to be potatoes here. The hash is frankly hash. That's potatoes. I got this whole bag, 5-pound bag, for $1.99. And you'll notice it's, let me get it on the screen. Non-GMO, yay! Because they are making potatoes with GMO now. You have to actually look for that. And we're going to pull 4 potatoes out of here. They're medium-sized potatoes. Leaving, you know, at least just 50 cents for potatoes. That's all I'm using here. The yam I got for about 40 cents. So combine that with one of my onions, which is organic. I got it, Simple Truth Organic. I get these at Kroger. I'm looking at about $1.50 there, right here, and then adding the carrots, 50 cents. I'm going to be adding some of this package. This is $1.99 for a full package, like this big. So that's organic as well. I get this at Safeway, or Or you can get the O brand at Safeway, actually. The O brand is, I have another bag, same price, O brand. Simply Truth Organic and O brand are both really good. All right, so I'm up to $2 there and $2 for, $1 for this. Right, and that's why I'm staying under the $4 mark. Now, if you want to add more hot dogs to this and buy cheaper ones, yeah, everybody will love it. But again, you're getting nitrates. You might even get MSG. I mean, you don't know. Now, I save these bags. These are really good for drying my pears out. So when my pears are harvested, I'll put them in this bag. And as you know, I'm trying to not throw anything out. I mean, I'm an incredible recycler. Many of you don't know that. They now have a Donald Trump coin, really? Well, that's illegal. You can't do that. You can't create alternative currencies. Ron Paul was called out on that one when he created the Liberty coin. And similarly, the government's not legally allowed to allow Bitcoin or any Bitcoin currencies. That's going to have to stop. Yeah, that's just too much. There's laws against alternative currencies that are not being enforced by anyone. It sucks because we do have laws against this type of abuse. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Okay, so what are we doing here? Let's go pan out a little bit on the hot dogs. Let's get the onion going. I'm going to take this onion and cut it in half. Cut the bottom off. I'm going to turn the flame up to level 3. Okay, peeling off the sides. Pretty basic opportunity to... you got to have fingernails for this. So if you don't have fingernails, that's going to be a problem. You may want to not bite your fingernails so much. I have fingernails. I'm not worried, but there's some people in the world that don't have fingernails, you know. They're that stressed out. In fact, I know people. I know people that don't have fingernails. Isn't that amazing? They're biting their fingernails all the time. You can imagine how stressful that would be, right? Okay. Cook it. Yeah, let's get it going. Level 3. I got my safflower oil all filled up for my pump. We'll give it a little spray on a hot pan. Okay. There we go. There's going to be some peeling involved, so I'm going to get started with that while that gets hot. Yeah. So the water saga is continuing in my local community. It's still coming up with chlorinated water. Of course, we're on it, sir. And I ran my water and it's like, no, it's still really, really chlorinated. And she told me that it was perfectly okay to have a level 3, which is really bad pool water, for drinking water. So I'm going to look this up and see if it's true. Level 3 is okay for drinking water, because I don't believe it. Yeah, so I'm going to look up the state requirements. It's getting ridiculous because I can't even use my reverse osmosis filter effectively. And I can't take showers, so... I got Sarah this product here. It was very affordable. It's a shower head with a filter in it, with a ceramic filter in it, and it's for free available chlorine. Brita makes it. Price was very amazingly low, $21 at Home Depot. Yeah, so pretty dang good thing. So I'm going to put that in one of the showers here so she can take showers. I'm not going to even take a shower. I don't even trust that. I'm just going to continue my swim spa. Yeah. Which I keep at a level 1, which is perfectly fine for my purposes. Okay, let's go over here and see if this works. I'm going to peel these potatoes. I can use the reverse osmosis filter, just I don't really want to because it's just clogging up with chlorine. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I just put a brand new filter in. I really don't want to use it for dechlorination. Oh, it's I don't know. I was talking to some guy online last night, and he said, yeah, there's definitely well water people seem to overchlorinate. He said in my community they do it. And he said, and I said, yeah, that's exactly what I'm dealing with. Okay, pull these off here, 4 of them. Now, this is the kind of meal you can make on a stove out in the middle of the woods too, with one burner. So that's an interesting thing. I am going to be including some cheese in this. I got a really good deal on Kroger cheese. Each package was only $1.79. It was a digital deal. I talked to the guy at the counter. I said, so what's this digital deal thing? He said, yeah, I wish they would just not even do that because I'm in here having to punch this in for everybody to honor the price because not a lot of people use the QWERTY codes. Like, oh, wow, okay. I understand in some countries like South Korea, you can't even buy food without using your iPhone. You can't even go to a market and pay with a card. Isn't that amazing? Oh yeah, you can only imagine if you're not cleared for purchasing food. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Imagine there's some people right now trying to work those logistics out right now in Australia. Yeah, I just cannot imagine anything like this. Yeah, I'm really... That's why every night I do a thing where I show you guys all these properties that are available where you can build your survival, you know, your bug out. We'll be doing more of that. There's no better way to survive in this day and age than being self-sufficient. And boy, the technology is ideal for that right now. So we're kind of at an interesting crossover. Lithium-ion batteries have dropped in price. Solar panels have dropped in price. You can definitely get a solar panel for $1 a watt now, which is good. Okay, this is the Yammy part. Great. Oh, we got a hot pan. Hang on. Let's get those onions on there. Get the sizzle going. Oh, nice. I don't have a hot pan. I have a hot lid. Yeah, I put the wrong burner on. My mistake. Okay, well, I'll take advantage of the hot lid then. Now, you want to take and dice up the potatoes nice and tight. So, I saw the lady from the Depression do it, and she said, this is how we ate in the 1930s. I go, okay. She was really quite old. I'm going to get them really nice and small. Cube them. All right, good. In fact, I need that front burner anyway, so let's move this over. I'm going to put that in the back. Start that up again. I'm going to put this small pan out to make my Yammy carrots. So I'm going to keep that rolling. We're kind of working 2 grills here. Yeah, but the hash you can make on one plate. You know, one single platter. You can do it with a cook stove if you have to. Now, it's basically a crisscross cut. You put them, lay them down after you cut it in half, and then go another like that, and then crisscross. Boom, boom, boom. Always looking at the knife. All right. Now let's go ahead and I'm just going to throw that in the pan. With the onions. Okay. And I'm going to take a little bit of water and put it on top. Just about no more than about 5 tablespoons. There we go. Okie dokie. And that I'm going to turn up to a level 5. Front I'm doing at level 5 as well. A little lower than 6. You don't want to overcook. 6 tends to overcook, I find. And so I'm making a slight modification in my cooking style. I call that adaptive cooking. I have not trademarked the idea, so yeah. I don't plan on trademarking any of these ideas. The fusion cooking, I think, is already being done by other people, so I can't really. Now, what works well with hash? What works well with potatoes? Well, rosemary is my #1 ingredient. Rosemary. If you don't have rosemary, Italian seasoning works fine. But when you cook potatoes, rosemary is a nice little touch. I'm going to put some on there. Shaking it there. Okay. Wow, that's getting hot already. Look at that. Okay, now I'm going to take these carrots right here and throw them into a kind of a strainer. And I'm not even using a third of the package. So, there we go. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put those right on the pan in oil. So I'm going to put oil on the pan. And throw them right on there. Was that easy? That's very easy, yeah. Okay, do the same. Take the yam and cut that. About the same size as the carrots. And throw that on top of the carrots. I'll do the same thing with the carrots. Put a little bit of water on top. Nice. Don't want that in there. Okay, that was the end of the thing. I didn't want to put that in there. All right, so now we got 2 nice little steam fries going here. And what are the ingredients, other ingredients we want? Well, I think we could use any number of things right now. Patty de Bale comes to mind. Check it out. I got the Patty de Bale no salt seasoning. Very nice. I'm going to put her seasoning right on top of all that. Put about a half a teaspoon of curry works well too. You could use curry powder. This is really good. I'm going to put some of that on there. Curry is excellent with the Yammy carrot. Okay. Now, one of the things I like to do with carrots is add a little bit of butter. So while this is cooking, I'm going to take a pat of butter, salted butter, and put it right on top of that. Okay, we got that going. Now I'm going to take my hot dogs and I'm going to run them, I'm going to completely dice them. So I'm going to go right down the middle here. One cut down the middle. One cut down the middle. Yeah, one cut down the middle. Okay, and then we're separating them so that they don't cling to each other. This is all meat, all beef. These are all beef hot dogs. And then go and just dice them like so. Always looking at the knife, and make them about this big. Okay. Now this is how to stretch out food and flavor. Okay. All right. Now, open up that level 5 in the back and lift it. And put the hot dogs right in the middle. Cover it up and keep it rolling. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of different herbs that work well. Thyme. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Oh, get a little thyme in there, but the best of all, I think, is pepper. Yeah. Pepper. And you know, I just bought an amazing deal. They get these at I got this at Walmart for $2.09, and it's from France. It's peppercorn grinder, and it's non-GMO. And I bought a couple of them. I bought this one. I bought another one today. But I'm not going to use that right now because I'm still using my backup pepper, my ground black pepper, you know, for 99 cents I got at the dollar store. I'm going to put pepper on both of the dishes, okay? Believe it or not, pepper is going to go in the Yammy just a little bit because it mixes with the other things that make it better. I'm going to put a little pepper on there, just a touch. You don't want to overdo it. All right. Get that nice and hot so that at least the hot dogs start to, you know, blow out a little gas streak. I love cooking. You know, when I take a break in the show, it's because I enjoy it. You know, I actually enjoy going in and working with food. It's relaxing. So, if you're one of those people that enjoys cooking, then you should do the cooking in the house. That's my point. Yeah. Otherwise, you know, you're going to have a person resenting the work that they do, and then you're going to have, you know, arguments about who's cooking and who's doing all the work. Maybe you could do something else, like, God, I can't believe that chlorination level. Okay. I told her, I said, the best thing to do is get get the whole tank down to a level 1. Oh, she said, oh, no, it's acceptable to have a level 3 in the tank. I said, well, could you at least shoot for 2? Because I'm getting like level 6 where I am, which is double human exposure levels. We got a lot of sunlight here, man. I can take the glasses off if that makes you feel better. But you see how bright I am? Yeah, I'm really getting a lot of sunlight. We had a sunny day here. Yeah, it's almost like I'm iridescent, you know? Sunny day. Okay, so everything's cooking at level 5. I'm going to give everything kind of a little shuffle with the spatula. Let's start with the Yammy. We'll start with the Yammies here. Oh yeah, just move it around a little bit. Marry those ingredients. Now what I like to do, if you have it, is put a little sesame oil on those Yammy carrots, but that's just an option. You don't have to do it. I love sesame oil with curry. I'm going to put a little bit on there. Now, if just a little bit, you know, for flavor. If you're one of those people that likes cumin, definitely works with cumin. That was Patti LaBelle. She has all this stuff in it. That's what makes Patti LaBelle's seasoning so great. She has all this stuff in it. But yeah, I'm going to put a little turmeric in there. And a little cumin too. In the Yammy carrots. So it's kind of like powerhouse of carrots. Wow. Okay, you don't want to have any kind of burning thing, so you want to make sure everything's kind of steam frying. Let me give it a little stir. It's good to have a little bit of moisture in there, just enough to steam fry. And I'm going to do that with the potatoes too. Everything gets stirred now on the potato side. Now, one of the things you're missing in the potato dish, which I think is important, and if you have it, and I do have it, is of course garlic and peppers. I happen to have 2 peppers that I picked up for $2.99 for a full bag of these peppers from Mexico. I'm down to 2, and I'm going to put those in for flavor and color. This goes in the garbage. All right. Everything's cooking at level 5 very nicely. I am going to cut those little things up. Now with the peppers, you just chop off the top, and then you pop the button out. You can use the whole pepper. Just pull that little button out. And take the pieces and break them off like that. And then just go right down the side. Once you see the root ball, grab the root ball with your fingers, pinch it out, and you can plant that if you want. Time to plant peppers is right now. Yeah, get them started now. So, get those seeds in the ground. Start your winter garden. Or, excuse me, it's your spring garden. It's spring now, right? Yeah, that's great. So I just take these and hold them together like this, and go sideways with them, if they're big, and then just kind of go down the side and hold them together, bunch them together with your fingers. And always keep your eye on the knife, and hold your fingers down. And always keep your fingers downward toward the plate if you can. Super important. Now, I'm using the Cutco knife, which I reluctantly bought for 30 bucks one day. Because some guy said he had to make a sit. I thought he was a friend of mine. I was like, no, he was just using me to make a sale. Okay, those can go right in with the potatoes. So I'm going to put those right in the potato container. And again, green pepper works even better. So if you got a green pepper, that's even better. But we're still staying within the parameters of a budget of $4. Now again, you can really scale this back by buying a $1 package of hot dogs. I'll tell you, I do buy some of the older, like I got this package for free. This was of the same maker as it's a Safeway company, Ballpark, or they sell it Safeway. But that has no byproducts or fillers or artificial colors, and I got this for free. I had a coupon. So, I mean, you can imagine that's, save money anywhere you can. I'm just going for the top quality. That's the thing. Okay, give everything a nice stir and then turn it all off. Oh, wow. We're done. I didn't follow my own advice there. I'm going to add a little water to that. And yeah, you can turn that off. And I'm going to leave the rear on level 5, but that's... Well, actually, I think I need to keep this on a simmer. So I'm going to put it on a simmer on level front. But I did scorch a couple carrots, which actually adds a little flavor to the dish, But that's got to come out. All right. I'm going to cut this little piece off here. Yeah, it's not like I'm going to throw it out. I just cut it right off and put it back in. Cut the burn piece off. I'm going to put that back in there. Yeah, just because I scorched a little food doesn't mean that's the end of the deal. Waste not, want not, right? Okay, we're good. We're on a melt feature now, and I'm going to give this another scoop back here. Very good. If you're getting any sticking, yeah, I'm going to put some more pepper on that right now. Now there is salt in the, yeah, cumin's good in there too. Yeah, I should do cumin. There is salt in the hot dogs, so you can, if you're low salt sensitive, you can definitely kick in, the hot dogs alone will have flavoring. But the cheese I'm going to add is going to have some flavoring too, so. Okay, I bought 8-ounce packages of Kroger shredded cheese, no RBST, for $1.79 for 8 ounces. That's Mexican style cheddar. They had mozzarella and cheddar for $1.79. So that deal is probably still going on if you're a Kroger person in your area. I know. Well, you know, I normally check the fridge door, but thank you for reminding me. Nope. That's just not true, Jive Turkey. I'm not in any way shaped like a hockey trophy. No, that's just not true. No, you're making these things up, and I don't appreciate that. Do you really want to have your account shut down? Because I'll just flat out ban you if you keep that up. If you ever talk about my physical parents in a negative way, I'll ban you. Okay? Just so you know that. I don't take kindly to that. No. I don't think it's appropriate to even make fun of anything. Number one, there's nothing about me that you really need to make fun of. Number two, it's like a low blow. You live in the U.S. and you've never seen a Kroger? Wow. Hey, now this cheese is really good because you can just sprinkle it on the potatoes. I'm going to throw garlic in there too, I think. That would be kind of nice. Let's give it another stir. No sticking yet. It's close to sticking, but I'm going to add a little water to it. Just a splash to keep it, you know, rolling. But it's almost al dente, which is perfect. I'm going to prep the garlic. Oh, sorry, I'm screaming into the microphone. You know the deal is just real basic. You just hit it with a hammer here. Like that. Pull the shell off. Super easy. Then give it a little slice. And it's important to know that you can put this and more cumin in at this point. I'm going to do that. Some people like hot sauce with their potatoes. I'm not going to do that until, you know, serving person likes it, maybe. Okay, cumin. Now they say cumin is good for memory. That's what they say. Okay, I'm going to put the garlic in and give it a stir. Nice. All right, then turn it down to a simmer. Both are at perfect levels. Okay. Now, if you can take the spatula and go right down the carrot and press it, it's done. Okay? I'm going to put that in a serving bowl because I'm going to soak the pan. I'll go for the Chinese serving bowl from San Francisco. Very nice. Put that there. Take my compost and put that in the compost heap down here. This mysterious compost heap. You know, I've been composting for years, but it doesn't really make a difference because my soil is so clay. There's so much clay in my soil that you can't really grow much unless you really add additives to the soil up here in Washington. You really have to work it. Yeah, there's just so much clay. I expected to grow things in a garden when I moved up here because I grew a lot of things in California. And yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put the there we go. I'm going to put the Yammy carrots in a serving bowl. Here we go. Nice. Put some of that chlorinated water on there. Then to make them even more yummy, I'm going to put cheese on top. For just the look and the flavor. I'm going to cover it up with a nice hot top there. There we go. Well, I better go with a hot top. There we go. It's not exactly perfect. I should clean it up a little bit. I'm going to use my handy dandy paper towel, which, by the way, I recommend always using paper towels when you cook. If you're just cleaning the kitchen with a sponge, that's fine. What I do with a sponge is I take, like I'm using the end of this old sponge here. I make this, make my own cleanser. And I make it out of citrus. You know, when I make those citrus things that I do, I take that and I put it in vinegar and water. I'm not trolling you. And I spray the sponge to disinfect it with this stuff, citrus vinegar. And then I'll wipe off a surface, you know. But normally I would, you know, if I'm going to touch my hands and then touch food, I am not going to. Yeah, I'm going to turn off all the burners. I'm going to add cheese to the potatoes now. But yeah, you don't want to touch food after touching a sponge. That's my point. Because it's really very dirty. It collects bacteria. All right, let's go over here and throw some cheese on potatoes. Let me give the potatoes a little spin. Beautiful. Perfect. Wow. Nice. I'm going to throw some cheese on the potatoes now. I'm going to leave them in the pan because they're going to serve right out of the pan. Now the cheese could be Parmesan. It can also be butter. You know, you can serve it with, but don't buy margarine unless you really, you know, are hurting for something. I just don't think margarine is the safest thing in the world. I just don't. I mean, imitation butter, I guess. If it's made out of the right oils, you can do it. There are some low saturated fat margarines that are probably pretty good in the market. Don't get anything with hydrogenated oils if you are going to go in the margarine direction. That's a number one factor right there. Avoid hydrogenated oils. In fact, whenever you can, avoid them. Yeah. Okay, so we're wrapping it up here. We've got the beautiful Yammy carrots. Ready to go. You've got the lovely potatoes with the beef hot dogs. And the cheese is already melted. Look at that. You can definitely feed 4 people with this meal. And you can keep it even under $4 if you had to. So. Hey, thanks for watching this episode. I'll be uploading it shortly. Yeah, fantastic. I'm David Sponheim, hanging out. I'll be in the other show in about 5 minutes.